CV, on item number 6, V, item number 6V, I notice that you've been the chairman for Nuclear Energy Program Implementing Organization. As a minister designate, I know that you have been adequately informed about the progress so far made in trying to introduce the use of nuclear power in the country. If you don't mind, if you can apprise us as other people in the country are listening to you of where we are with the promotion of the use of nuclear power and what will be your commitment to ensure that the future in the next 4 years will be commencing the implementation of the nuclear power. Thank you.
It's now the turn of Honorable Deputy Majority Leader.
Yes, to answer the question.
Please provide answer to the question.
Thank you.
Follow-up question. Okay.
Thank you. Deputy Leader, it's true, I chaired NEPIO. At my last briefing, they've identified 2 sites. They've also identified 2 countries, China and the USA, and they've identified 2 technologies. The bigger nuclear plant, which can give you about 1,200 to 1,400 megawatts, and the modular plants, which gives you just 100. And so in South Africa, they use what they call pebble bed. So the option is to look at the smaller ones. They are easier to manage, they are modular, and they can deal with them. But like you said, I asked them a specific question. Can we switch power on before we leave office? And nuclear has serious milestones. And so the information I have is that the earliest we can get power from nuclear is 6 years. That is even if we tick all the boxes. And so we have a lot to do, and we'll try and push it to the best of our ability. Thank you.
And how are we going to implement that kind of measure? Thank you.
Your answer to the question.
Thank you, Chairman. That proposed measure is on our table, except that our approach is different. We believe that we can merge Bui Power and VRA so that you have something like Ghana Power Company or whatever. We not intend to privatize. So when you merge them, you have a holding company and 3 subsidiaries: hydro components, thermal components, and renewable components, all under one umbrella, but controlled by both VRA and Bui. They will determine how they want to run it. They will determine how they want to move with it. We do not intend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do I get that understanding that currently the VRA is responsible for both the hydro and gas? Does it mean that you are leaving everything for them, for both Bui and VRA, and will be operating alongside if you are having just one company as an energy? Thank you.
What we intend to do is to consolidate them and then increase specialization and efficiency. Because there are some hydro people at Bui. There are some renewable guys at Bui. There are some hydro people at VLA. They are also doing renewables. So why don't we bring all the renewable people under one umbrella so that their expertise is renewables, especially as the ministry's mandate focuses more on green transition. Then the hydro, bring all the hydro technicians under one so that procurements and all that, they can reduce losses and increase efficiency. Of the expenditure.
Honorable Leader has one supplementary question.
Yes, Honorable Nominee, this is not really a question. You had made a point earlier that ENI Vitol dispute, Ghana lost the case. I just wanted to get a clarification, whether perhaps you slipped or I didn't hear you correctly. Because I know for a fact that in that international arbitration, the tribunal dismissed the 950 million claim against GMPC and Ghana. So I just wanted, for the records, maybe I didn't hear you right in your earlier response.
So, man, ENI went for two reliefs. There was an order of unitization from government. ENI went to the Court of Arbitration that government did not follow due process. Two, ENI then asked for compensation in terms of monetary compensation. So the first issue of government issuing that directive, the Court of Arbitration agreed with ENI and disagreed with government. So that directive, which is the substantive issue, as far as I'm concerned, ENI had its way, is the next leg, which is to say compensate me, that the Court of Arbitration thought that there was no need to compensate them. But the substantive issue of the directive, the Court of Arbitration has insisted. And because of that, Springfield has now drilled a well. And we are waiting for the results of the appraisal to determine the way forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You are bringing out an important matter. Are you saying that in the issue one, where the Court of Arbitration, the tribunal agreed with the issue raised by ENI, it resulted in any financial loss to the state? Or it resulted in any... No,
Honorable Minority Leader, the nominee never said that.
Wait.
He explained
Chairman, let me put...
the two legs of
Chairman,
the decision.
Chairman, wait. The public is listening and watching. So I just want us to have clarity. According to you, the compensation bit their claim was dismissed, which is a matter of public record. But then you are also telling us that there was an issue as to decisions that government had taken and whether or not those decisions were right. You are saying that their question on those decisions was upheld by the tribunal. My question then to you is this. Was there any costs to government as a result of that relief? Was there any loss to the state as a result of that relief? That is what I wanted to know.
So in simple terms, the only loss will be that the state was directed to make some payments in respect of legal matters. So, for instance, if you go to court, the cost of arbitration, the cost for legal services, the state was directed to pay that. Whether that is cost or not, I'll leave it for you, the lawyers. But I'm saying that this is what the court decided. I don't want to put interpretation on whether those payments constitute costs or not, because I'm not a lawyer and I do not want to step into that arena. Thank you.
Honorable nominee, I will land on this very important point. You see, we are talking about a ruling of a tribunal, a judgment, the outcome of a case. I don't want us to be rhetorical about it or be hypothetical or whatever. What is a fact remains a fact. Was there any order made against government in that arbitration? And if so, and you have reference to that, can you tell us exactly the orders that were made against the government of Ghana in GMPC? Respectfully, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Honourable nominee.
Thank you. So, government of Ghana issued an order that two parties unitize. So let's put it in single terms. It says that male and female marry. That's the order from the father. Then one party goes to court and says that no, government is wrong. You can't just ask us to marry. You are jumping the gun. And arbitration upheld that and says the government was wrong in asking the two parties to marry or unitize. That's all. It's as simple as that.
Thank you very much. It's now the
Chairman, please, let me read.
honorable,
That's a question. I'm giving
honorable
information.
leader.
Chairman, please, this is a
I'm
legal
taking
matter.
your words.
Yes,
that
I'm not
you
asking
have
a question.
asked
Chairman, it's not
the
a question.
last question.
Yes, I have. Chairman, please, it's for all of us. Please. Yes, it's for all of us. Colleagues, let's get this. I would read.
Where are
something.
you even reading from in the first place?
Chairman, with respect, I'll provide you.
Where are you reading from?
Chairman, I'm reading from the website of, yes, I know. I am reading from the website of City FM, which
So
website
that
is hosting.
is your authentic source from which you
Yes.
can pick a judgment.
Wait, it is hosting the ruling. Website hosts the ruling, and it's quoting the full ruling. It's not their write-up. I just want to read out. The tribunal denied the claimant, ENI and Vitor, their monetary damages, which initially stood at $7 billion, but were later reduced to $950 million plus interest by the end of the proceedings. The tribunal dismissed all claims against GMPC entirely. Additionally, the tribunal rejected the claimant's request to declare that Ghana breached petroleum agreement by refusing to withdraw or prevent reliance by third parties on the unitization directive. The tribunal also dismissed the claimant's request for Ghana to notify the High Court, Court of Appeal, and Supreme Court of Ghana that the unitization directives were issued in breach of the petroleum agreement. I mean, this is a matter that I'm lifting directly from the ruling. I just want to bring it to our collective attention. So I'm just saying that there was no such claim, such order made against any of the respondents from the ruling.
Well, we'll take
I'm
your
not asking
words.
you,
Be brief.
but
Be brief.
I'm putting it out as a fact.
Be brief, honorable nominee.
Honorable Fanyabaka, it does appear that maybe because you were in a hurry to read, you jumped one line. Let me just read that for you.
Please go about.
However, the tribunal find that in the circumstance in which they were issued, the unitization directive breached the petroleum agreement. Simple. It's on the City FM thing. It's there. The very one you are reading. It's there. I didn't say it.
Colleague, I will not want, which is a legal matter. The last
So I'll
I
leave
will
it
do.
for you.
No. The last I will do is to trade my profession. I will not. I will not. I am reading up to the end. I am reading up to the end. Respectfully, it reads that the tribunal dismissed all claims against the GNPC entirely. In the minimum, my law is okay. Additionally, the tribunal rejected the claimant's request to declare that Ghana breached the petroleum agreement by refusing to withdraw or prevent reliance by third parties on the unitization directives. The last paragraph. And I'm not running away from any paragraph. I wouldn't want to put my reputation on the line on this. The last paragraph reads, the tribunal also dismissed the claimant's request for Ghana to notify the High Court, Court of Appeal, and Supreme Court of Ghana that the unitization directives were issued in breach of the petroleum agreement.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for the education. Once you give me the nomination, I'll consult the Attorney General. The Attorney General will guide me. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. In the midst of the disagreement, I'll give the opportunity to Honorable Ayariga to read what he's also having. Please go ahead and read.
No, it's not about opening the Pandora's box. Why? He's read something he claims to be the outcome of the litigation. This is the report. It says that Ghana has suffered a setback in an international arbitration case concerning its attempts to unitize offshore oil fields, but avoided potentially significant financial damages. So there were two issues. Ghana sought to get them to unitize. And in that respect, Ghana suffered a loss because the court did not agree with Ghana. But then Ghana avoided financial loss, that is payment of damages or any compensation. And that is exactly what he has reported. So please, why? You can read from a website, I cannot read from a website. Please, it's here.
Reading from the website.
We're all reading from the website.
Yes.
It's here. You can
So,
come.
honorable members,
I'm giving it to you. Take it.
we can
Take
allow
it.
the
If you-
contradictions
If you have any doubts, just you can take it and read it.
in the publications at the website to. So we make progress. Honorable
Chairman.
Deputy
Chairman,
Majority Leader, you have your turn.
Chairman.
Minority Leader,
Chairman,
I plead
Chairman,
with you
yes,
with all
Chairman,
due
I'm
respect.
pleading with
Let
you.
us not argue
Chairman,
the
Chairman, I
veracity
will
or
not-
otherwise of the various publications
Chairman,
that you are relying upon.
Chairman,
So,
Chairman, please oblige me.
Honorable
Chairman,
Leader,
Chairman,
let us be
please,
guided
Chairman,
by
I
the
will-
provisions of the Constitution in
Chairman.
Article 78 and
Chairman,
94. I beg you.
Chairman,
I've
Chairman.
given the floor
Chairman,
to
Chairman.
Honorable Deputy Leader.
Chairman,
Honorable Minority Leader, I have given the floor to Honorable Deputy
Chairman,
Majority Leader.
Chairman.
I may come back to you. So please,
Chairman,
please,
let
I
me
may
get
come
that-
back to you.
Okay, Chairman.
I may come back to
Chairman,
you.
Chairman,
Please,
with that said, I will rest my case
Yes.
to allow
So, Honorable
we
Amabua.
come back and deal with this
Amabua.
matter. Thank you.
Yes, what is?
People are watching us right from the beginning. The respected minority leader kept asking to be indulged. He would end his presentation and ask for just a small opportunity to make one point, and then that becomes a whole new presentation. And he keeps insisting, indulge me, indulge me. And even when you give opportunity to somebody to speak, he will make sure that you give him the opportunity. Right now, his turn has passed. I didn't expect you to say that when the Honorable Boa finished, you're going to give him another opportunity. He will start
Remember, I know what I am doing. So please, it's now
he's
the turn of
not your
Honorable
time.
Boa.
For today, we beg you.
Honorable Boa, you have the floor.
Honorable John Abdullah Jinapor, congratulations. You first work in the Ministry of Energy as my deputy, and I am very, very proud of you. I think that you are sitting in that chair because you were dedicated, you focused on humility, and worked your way up. You became our ranking and you led a team very, very well. And so there's no doubt in my mind that you're going to be a very successful energy minister. I have three things that I want to guide you. You may not even answer them. But you know that the upstream sector is in complete disarray. With all the big players gone, oil production has declined over 37% and continuing. The last 8 years, the 3 producing fields that we brought on stream, nothing has been added. You talked a lot about the challenges and the court cases you've lost. And so I hope that will really engage your attention and the strategies to increase oil production and bring the big boys back. And I know that you've talked about that. We need to really get to gas efficiency and make sure we get gas security. That is the key to the energy sector. And I'm very sure that you focus on that as well. I think you've talked about the indebtedness. I'm sure you will tell us that when we were leaving power, how much we left in debt, and whether or not it's true that we left $5 billion. The issue of renewable energy in an energy transition is critical, and that's probably why the energy sector is now energy and then the transition. And so I believe that you really add the issue of renewable energy as well. The last point is the issue of SML and or the issue of transparency. That came up. I believe that we would look into that issue.
We would have another opportunity to discuss it on the floor. And I would also want to plead with colleagues that if you didn't get opportunity to raise any issue by way of question, the next stage of this pre-approval process would be the debate on the report of the committee. So you would have the opportunity to raise all other issues for Hansard to capture your views. On that note, Chairman, I would want to thank you for indulging us on these 2 nominees, and we see what next to be done. Thank you so much indeed, Chair.
Thank you very much, Minority Leader. Let me use the opportunity to sincerely thank the nominee for attending upon the committee and providing answers to questions. Post and to say that Honorable Minister Designate, you will surely hear from the committee. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm most grateful.
Well, then you are discharged. We then